Elvis Presley, the name alone evokes images of slicked back hair, swiveling hips, and a voice that could melt hearts. He was and still is the undisputed king of rock and roll. His music transcended genres and generations, captivating the world with its raw energy and undeniable charm. Elvis's impact on music and culture is immeasurable. He redefined popular music, challenged social norms, and became a global icon. Elvis's story is one of humble beginnings, meteoric success, and enduring legacy. From his childhood in Mississippi to his reign as the king of rock and roll, Elvis's life was a captivating journey filled with music, passion, and a touch of rebellion. Join us as we delve into the life and times of this legendary figure, exploring his music, his impact, and the man behind the legend. This is the story of Elvis Presley, a story that continues to resonate with millions around the world. It's a story about the power of music, the allure of fame, and the lasting impact of a true icon. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. This small town, nestled in the northeastern part of the state, was a place of humble beginnings for the future king of rock and roll. He was a twin, but sadly his brother Jesse Garon was stillborn. This loss deeply affected his parents, Vernon and Gladys, who poured all their love and hopes into their surviving son. Elvis grew up in poverty, sharing a two-room house with his parents. The house, built by Vernon, was a modest structure reflecting the financial struggles the family faced. Despite these hardships, the Presley family remained resilient. Despite their hardships, the Presley family was a close-knit unit, united by their love for each other and their deep religious faith. Vernon and Gladys instilled in Elvis the values of hard work, perseverance and faith, which would guide him throughout his life. They were devoted members of the Assembly of God Church, where a young Elvis was first exposed to the power of music. The church was a cornerstone of their community, providing not just spiritual guidance, but also a sense of belonging and support. Gospel music, with its soulful melodies and passionate delivery, became an early influence on Elvis's musical style. The emotional intensity and spiritual fervor of gospel would later be echoed in his own performances. Life in Tupelo was simple but challenging. The town, like much of the rural South, was marked by economic hardship and limited opportunities, yet it was also a place where community ties were strong and people looked out for one another. Elvis attended a segregated school and worked odd jobs to help support his family. These experiences taught him the value of hard work and the importance of contributing to the family's well-being. He was known to be a polite and well-mannered boy, always eager to help out. Music, however, provided an escape from the realities of everyday life. The radio became his window to the world, introducing him to a variety of musical genres that would later influence his own style. He would listen to the radio, soaking up the sounds of country, blues, and rhythm and blues. These genres, with their rich histories and emotional depth, resonated with Elvis and sparked his passion for music. These early experiences, the love of family, the influence of the church, and exposure to a diverse range of musical styles would shape the young Elvis and lay the foundation for his extraordinary journey to becoming the king of rock and roll. His upbringing in Tupelo, with its blend of hardship and love, faith and music, was the crucible in which his unique talent was forged. As he grew older, these influences would continue to guide him, helping him to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. Music was always present in Elvis's life. From a very young age, he was surrounded by the sounds of his family's musical tastes and the rich cultural tapestry of the American South. His parents, Vernon and Gladys Presley, were not musicians themselves, but they appreciated music and encouraged Elvis to explore his interests. The Presleys often attended church, where gospel music played a significant role in their spiritual and social lives. He received his first guitar as an 11th birthday present and quickly showed a natural affinity for the instrument. This gift marked the beginning of his lifelong passion for music. Elvis would spend countless hours strumming the strings, trying to replicate the sounds he heard on the radio and in church. His early attempts at playing were far from perfect, but his determination and love for music drove him to improve. He would spend hours teaching himself to play, listening to the radio and emulating his musical heroes. The radio was a window to a world of diverse musical genres, from the soulful crooning of gospel choirs to the raw, emotional performances of blues musicians. Elvis was particularly drawn to the energy and emotion of these styles, and he began to incorporate elements of them into his own playing. His musical influences were diverse, reflecting the cultural melting pot of the American South. The region was a crossroads of musical traditions where African-American blues and gospel intersected with white country and folk music. This unique blend of sounds created a fertile ground for innovation and creativity, and Elvis was eager to soak it all in. Gospel music, with its powerful vocals and spiritual themes, was a cornerstone of his upbringing. The emotional intensity and communal spirit of gospel performances left a lasting impression on Elvis. He admired the way gospel singers could convey deep feelings through their voices, and he sought to capture that same emotional power in his own singing. The raw emotion and soulful melodies of blues music also resonated deeply with Elvis. He was captivated by the way blues musicians could express pain, joy, and everything in between through their music. The blues taught Elvis the importance of authenticity and emotional honesty in his performances. From country music, he drew inspiration from its storytelling tradition and catchy melodies. Country songs often told vivid stories of love, loss, and everyday life, and Elvis appreciated the way these narratives could connect with listeners on a personal level. He began to incorporate the storytelling elements of country music into his own songs, creating a unique blend of styles. Elvis's musical development was further nurtured when his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee in 1948. Memphis was a city with a rich musical heritage, known for its vibrant blues scene and its role as a hub for emerging musical styles. The move to Memphis exposed Elvis to a wider range of musical influences and provided him with new opportunities to develop his talents. Memphis, a vibrant city at the crossroads of musical styles, exposed Elvis to a wider range of musical influences. The city's bustling music scene was a melting pot of genres, from the electrifying energy of Beale Street's blues clubs to the soulful sounds of gospel choirs and local churches. Elvis eagerly absorbed these diverse influences, attending live performances and immersing himself in the local music culture. He immersed himself in the city's thriving music scene, frequenting Beale Street, the heart of blues music. Beale Street was a vibrant and dynamic place, filled with the sounds of live music and the energy of passionate performers. Elvis spent countless nights on Beale Street, soaking in the atmosphere and learning from the talented musicians who played there. This experience was instrumental in shaping his musical style and honing his performance skills. It was in Memphis that Elvis began to synthesize these diverse influences, blending the soulful vocals of gospel, the raw energy of blues, and the storytelling of country into a unique and electrifying style that would soon take the world by storm. His time in Memphis was a period of intense growth and experimentation as he worked to develop a sound that was uniquely his own. This fusion of styles would become the foundation of his groundbreaking career, propelling him to international stardom and leaving an indelible mark on the world of music. In 1954, at the age of 19, Elvis walked into Sun Records, a small independent label in Memphis, with the hope of recording a song for his mother. Little did he know, this humble beginning would mark the start of a monumental journey that would change the landscape of music forever. Elvis, with his shy demeanor and unassuming presence, was about to embark on a path that would lead him to become one of the most iconic figures in the history of music. Sam Phillips, the label's owner, was intrigued by the young man's unique sound. Phillips had a keen ear for talent and was always on the lookout for something different, something that could break the mold. When he heard Elvis sing, he knew there was something special about this young man from Tupelo, Mississippi. Phillips saw potential in Elvis that others might have overlooked, recognizing the raw talent and unique blend of musical influences that Elvis brought to the table. He had been searching for a white singer who could capture the raw energy and spirit of black rhythm and blues music. This was a time when racial barriers were still very much in place, and Phillips believed that a white artist who could authentically perform rhythm and blues could bridge the gap between black and white audiences. Elvis, with his deep appreciation for the genre and his ability to infuse it with his own style, was the perfect candidate for this vision. Elvis's first recording session at Sun Records was a pivotal moment in music history. The atmosphere in the studio was electric, filled with a sense of anticipation and excitement. Elvis, though nervous, was determined to make the most of this opportunity. He poured his heart and soul into every note, every lyric, creating a sound that was both familiar and entirely new. This session would lay the foundation for what was to come, setting the stage for Elvis's meteoric rise to fame. It was during a break, while Elvis was goofing around with a sped-up version of the blues song That's All Right, that Phillips knew he had found something special. This impromptu performance was unlike anything Phillips had ever heard. It was raw, energetic, and full of life. Phillips immediately recognized the potential of this sound and knew that it could be a game changer. He decided to record the song, capturing the magic of that moment and setting Elvis on the path to stardom. The song, a blend of country, blues, and gospel, was released in July 1954 and became a regional hit. It was a sound that resonated with a wide audience, transcending traditional musical boundaries. The success of That's All Right marked the beginning of Elvis's rise to fame as more and more people began to take notice of this young artist with the incredible voice and magnetic stage presence. Elvis's subsequent releases, including Blue Moon of Kentucky, Good Rockin' Tonight, and Milk Cow Blues Boogie, further solidified his reputation as a rising star. Each new song showcased a different facet of Elvis's talent. From his ability to deliver heartfelt ballads to his knack for high-energy rock and roll, these songs not only captivated audiences, but also demonstrated Elvis's versatility as an artist, proving that he was more than just a one-hit wonder. His music was fresh, exciting, and unlike anything that had come before, it was a breath of fresh air in a music industry that was often dominated by formulaic and predictable sounds. Elvis brought a new energy and vitality to the scene, challenging conventions and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. His music spoke to a new generation of listeners, capturing the spirit of the times and resonating with people from all walks of life. It was a potent mix of rhythm and blues, country and gospel, delivered with Elvis's signature charisma and raw energy. This unique blend of genres created a sound that was both timeless and revolutionary. Elvis's ability to seamlessly merge these different musical styles set him apart from his contemporaries and established him as a true innovator. His music was not just entertainment, it was a cultural phenomenon that would leave a lasting impact on the world. The music world took notice. Critics and fans alike were captivated by Elvis's talent and charisma. He quickly became a household name, with his songs playing on radios across the country and his face appearing in newspapers and magazines. Elvis's rise to fame was meteoric, and it was clear that he was destined for greatness. His influence extended beyond music as he became a cultural icon and a symbol of the changing times. Elvis's energetic performances, marked by his swiveling hips and passionate vocals, caused a sensation. His stage presence was electrifying, and his performances were unlike anything audiences had ever seen. Elvis's ability to connect with his audience, combined with his undeniable talent, made him a force to be reckoned with. He broke down barriers and challenged societal norms, paving the way for future generations of artists. He was dubbed the Hillbilly Cat and the King of Western Bop. These nicknames reflected his unique blend of musical influences and his ability to transcend traditional genres. Elvis was not just a musician, he was a cultural phenomenon, a trailblazer who changed the course of music history. His rise to fame was a testament to his talent, determination, and the enduring power of music to bring people together.